Well, it's been less than 2 days since the extraordinary raid on former President Donald Trump's home in Mar-a-Lago, and we're starting to see the political fallout now, and the results are pretty extraordinary. And listen, this was a high-profile event with devastating images blasted all around the world. I mean, just look at this. That's an army of FBI agents storming into a former president's home. They've got long rifles brandished, boxes and boxes of documents. The intention here was clear, to make Donald Trump look like he's Al Capone, like he's a criminal. It's to damage Donald Trump politically. We're starting to see the results of the initial reaction to this, and it looks like the first big winner in all of this politically is this guy. That's right, it appears that the initial political winner in the fallout of the raid on Donald Trump's home to make Donald Trump look really bad is, in fact, Donald Trump. Just look at this headline from the Associated Press. GOP rallies around Trump following FBI search of his estate. In fact, they go on to speculate that the raid on his home has galvanized support amongst Republican politicians just when it was starting to crack a little bit. In fact, this raid even seemed to wake up soon-to-be Speaker Kevin McCarthy from a summer slumber. He sent out a devastating statement promising an investigation of Merrick Garland. Even potential GOP rivals for the Republican nomination in 2024 threw their support to Donald Trump. Governor DeSantis of Florida, Governor Kristi Noem of South Dakota, even Trump-hating sort of Republican Larry Hogan of Maryland cast suspicion on Biden's administration for this move. Speaking of Trump-hating politicians, this seems to have been a moment of rare bipartisanship as we had Democrats even casting doubt on the Biden administration's work here. Andrew Yang, who just ran for the presidential nomination for the Democrats, and even former governor of New York, Andrew Cuomo. Even skeptical media figures seem to be supporting Donald Trump in certain cases. David Marcus of the New York Post, no huge cheerleader for Donald Trump, says that suddenly this makes the president look like a sympathetic figure. And even notorious Trump hater Meghan McCain. The ex-president of the United States is either about to be charged with a dramatic and possibly heinous crime by the FBI, or his supporters and Republicans alike are going to become so angry that the political ramifications will be felt like an atomic bomb in midterms and beyond. I, for one, hope the FBI didn't just make Trump a martyr and usher him into the 2024 nomination on a silver platter. It is pretty extraordinary to see all the support thrown Donald Trump's way, from Trump-hating members of the media and Trump-hating Republican politicians, and every prominent Republican in the House of Representatives. They're all jumping on board and throwing their support to Donald Trump. It's almost like an in-kind contribution, this raid was. Maybe that's why we're seeing a report coming out of a private meeting that the president had with Republican members of Congress in New Jersey yesterday. Apparently, this has galvanized his decision for a 2024 presidential run.
I've never seen President Trump as fired up as what he was tonight. He is not deterred. He's not fazed at all by what the DOJ has done to him, an unprecedented move of raiding the home of a former president and not at all explaining to the American people about why they did it. But House Republicans, there were a dozen of us that visited with President Trump tonight. We wanted to go and tell President Trump we stand with him. And when Kevin McCarthy is Speaker of the House, Jim Jordan will be the right man at the right time in the right place as chairman of the House Judiciary Committee to hold the Department of Justice accountable for these actions. House Republicans are unified more than ever before to fight alongside President Trump to save this country. We largely, everyone in the room encouraged President Trump to run for president again, and the sooner he gets out and starts campaigning, the better. He helps Republicans in the midterm elections to get out his voters to support growing a historic Republican majority over the next 2 years that'll pave the way for winning back the White House in 2024.
So let's summarize here. The FBI raids the home of former President Donald Trump. Republicans across the board express their condemnation of the move and throw their support to Donald Trump. Even Trump-skeptical politicians like Larry Hogan, Trump haters like Andrew Cuomo, Trump-hating media figures like Meghan McCain, they all question this move and seemingly support Donald Trump in this endeavor. Donald Trump now has reached the point where he's ready to announce his bid for president in 2024. And I'll leave you with this. There's a brand new poll out about January 6th. After months and months and months of a one-sided kangaroo committee trying to find evidence of Donald Trump's illegal actions in the insurrection of January 6th, as of now, fewer Americans blame Donald Trump for the events of January 6th than they did before the hearings began. I mean, it's no wonder this guy is dancing.
It's fun to stay at the